I'm Rosi Sexton. I was one of the first women in the UK to compete in mixed martial arts. I first got involved in MMA in the early 2000s, back when it was a very new sport. And my background was in traditional martial arts at the time, and I wanted to challenge myself, so it seemed like a natural progression. I went on to compete professionally for 12 years, and in that time I fought all over the world. I became ranked as the #1 female flyweight, and I was the first woman from the UK to fight in the UFC. I'm now retired from competition and I'm working as an osteopath. So I spend a lot of time working with athletes and particularly fighters and treating and rehabilitating sports injuries. Over the last 12 months, I've been working with the guys at KBT and we've been developing a strength and conditioning for MMA course. We wanted it to cover some fundamentals of strength and conditioning, but also to present them in a way that makes it applicable for the specific needs of fighters. We've combined my perspective as a former fighter and now as somebody who works with fighters, together with Sam's in-depth background in strength and conditioning across a whole range of different sports. We've had people from a range of different backgrounds on the course so far. Some have been PTs and strength and conditioning coaches who work with fighters and want to understand the needs of the sport better. We've had some MMA coaches who are looking for ways to improve their fighters' training programs and understand how to combine the strength work with their MMA sessions. And then we've had a few fighters who just wanted to learn how to get more out of their training time and how to improve more efficiently. As well as talking about how to get fighters fitter and stronger, we cover a lot of other topics on the course. We talk about how to design a pre-fight warm-up, the nuts and bolts of nutrition and weight cutting, and how that impacts on the fighter's training. And then the basics of injury prevention and management from a coach's perspective, which is important for anyone working with fighters, of course. And then we go on to talk about training plan design and periodization. We cover the theory, but we also illustrate it with real life stories and examples from our own experience of competing and coaching. And the course is very interactive, so we also talk a lot about the questions and specific examples the group comes up with. And I think that's one of the things that makes this course unique. It's something we've had great feedback on, and it's also one of the things that makes it a really fun course to present. So we're looking forward to the new course dates coming up, and I'm excited to work with a whole lot of new coaches. So if you're interested, please go ahead and book in.